Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Game of Gymnastics Podcast. This week I'm joined by Riccardo Villa, an Italian gymnast who's had an incredible junior career, including junior European gold and 2 junior world bronze medals. We'll talk about his journey, training and competition preparation, and his outlook on gymnastics that has propelled him so far in the sport. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the Game of Gymnastics Podcast. Today we have a guest who I've competed with a couple times. He's an international gymnast. He's competed for Italy multiple times at Junior Euros and against me at Junior Worlds, but I'll let him do the rest of his introductions. Here we have Riccardo Villa.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I'm very happy to be here. I hope my English is not too bad like I think, but I try to do this thing better than I hope.
Yeah, I mean we've had a bit of a back and forth discussion, and he said he's a bit worried about his English, but realistically we're just going to give it a go, see how it goes, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, perfect. My name is Riccardo Villa. I'm Italian. I'm Italian gymnastic. I am 20 years old, and I do gymnastic since I have 6 years old. Always in the same gym with my actually coach, Corrado Corti. But I have other coaches. I don't know if you know the name Igor Cassina,
Right?
and
yeah.
Alberto Busnari.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, some
very incredible coaches. And actually, the funny thing is that now I do both elements, Cassina and Busnari.
Nice. You've had the right teachers for it. Let's just put it that way.
It's a good method for learn this element.
Yeah, absolutely. Get the people who invented it. Yeah. That's really cool. So how was that? Like being taught the skills by the people who invented it?
Yeah, it's very different because, for example, Busnari, he said me all the particulars of all element. For example, in the handstand, before you enter in the flare, you need to put your shoulders in front, don't exactly in the perpendicular, but in front. And is a little bit things is very important for doing this difficult element, because the Cassina is a G, the Busnari is a F.
Yeah.
And it's very beautiful learn to the inventor of these elements.
Yeah. I guess having those sort of like minor insights, because these people are going to have done these before anyone else was doing them, before any sort of normal technique was about, almost. So having their sort of insights on like where exactly your shoulders should be in the Busnari, so slightly in front of the pommel rather than like right on top of it, that is quite interesting to sort of have that sort of behind the scenes knowledge almost.
Yeah. And but everyone have our method for doing this element. For example, Igor in his Cassina did the twist in the first flip. And for me, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Don't see the high bar. No, it's very crazy. For example, now my Cassina is very, very fast. I use too much swing for go more high possible because I have a few fair to catch near the high bar, but it's gymnastic, fair and happy, fun. These things.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, having fear is a natural part of gymnastics, and sort of you have to like. Yes, you may be learning under the best of the best and the people who invented the skills, but you have to find your own technique regardless. So, like, maybe Igor did do the full twist in the first somersault in the Cassina, but that's his thing. Like, and I've seen the videos of him doing it. It looks crazy in comparison to what you see most people doing today. Like Joe Fraser's, for example, it's very much he gets just enough to get round, but like doesn't do any more because he doesn't need to do any more. So, but it seems like Igor's is just like so high above the bar that it doesn't actually matter what he does in the somersaults, that he can just sort of come around and catch it regardless.
And Igor is very tall, not like me. He's very tall, and he needed to go so high because he's he's a
Yeah,
tall.
because he needs to fit his legs underneath the bar or
Yeah.
above the bar, I should say. Yeah, like his entire straight body needs to go above the bar, which is very hard when
Yeah.
you're tall. Yeah,
I don't think it's more fun hitting the high bar with the feet.
yeah, absolutely. Cool. So, how did you get into gymnastics? Like, what? Talk us through your journey to get where you are today.
Yeah. I started the gymnastic when I was 6 years old. Thank my aunt because I searched on activities after school in the first elementary school. And my aunt said to my mom, "Why you don't try to bring him in the gym?" And I tried. I liked them and become a passion. And thank my coaches and the sport because it's a very beautiful sport. I become not a worker, but so. But the passion is arrive almost already in a little bit time, and now I have a passion for this sport, and I can't live lives live without this sport. Today I do two trains of the day, all the day, the Sunday, no,
Sure.
not.
So, train
And
twice a
train
day,
twice a day, yeah.
but 6 days a week. So you do double sessions every day, except Sunday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no,
Sure.
Thursday and Friday.
Sure. Okay. So
Saturday and Wednesday only once.
one session.
Because
Okay. Sure. So that's very
the
similar to what I used to do.
yeah.
So I used to do Monday, Tuesday double sessions, then Thursday, Friday double sessions as well. So I ended up doing about a bit over 30 hours a week. Now I'm a little bit under, but yeah, I mean, how
Yeah,
do you keep your energy up? How do you survive almost?
yeah. Twice trains every day. It's I think it is possible because our sport is very um, um, I don't know how to say mental and physic very stressed.
Yeah.
and every day do 6, 7, 8 hours in the gym to do element or power training is for me is impossible,
Yeah.
and we need also have a life order in the
Yes.
gym. For
Yeah.
me is very important
Yeah.
because if you stay in a single location for too much time is logrant is a logrant, yeah.
It's a lot. If because we basically live half at gym, half at home. Most of the time at home is either sleeping or doing whatever else. But like the time in the gym is so substantial. Like it takes a bit of a toll if you're in there constantly, and sometimes a change of scenery can be very helpful, which I think is what you're alluding to.
Yeah, and in the gym, it's like a work. It's a schematic. You
Yeah.
have warm up, first apparatus, second apparatus, power training. Is like a work, and everyone who work, um, they need free time
Yeah.
for change your focus for a few moments, because our focus is more important for this sport, because if you don't have the focus, there are the risk to have a injury, an
Yeah.
important injury.
Yeah. Yeah. Any sort of lapse of focus, any lapse of concentration, you're making yourself open to doing one thing wrong, a hand placement wrong, or something slightly out of place, your shoulders too far forwards or something, and you do that and you're just either breaking something or hurting yourself in some way. You're just like one very, very tiny thing could be like the end of your career, and
Yeah.
it could just happen any day, and it's a little bit scary, but it is what it is, I suppose. Hey guys, Winston here. I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. If you are, please do leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you can. Also, if you want more gymnastics content from me, you can check out my Instagram at wpowell05 or my TikTok at winstonpowell5. Thank you, and let's get back to the episode.
But it's our sport. I like it. It's our passion, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you have this passion, but for me, the gymnastic have twice important thing. The first one, when I do a new element, new exercise, new routine, I'm so proud of me because I work all the time for that, and it's a unique sensation. I don't know how explain that, but the other is the freedom when you are in air and you I don't know you can decide what you will do. It's a a very small time, but in this time you are very freedom, and
Yeah.
for me is a very is a pure adrenaline, and I like it. I'm addicted of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. It is a very individual sport. Like, you choose what you do, whatever works best for you, you do. And normally the things that you are good at, you will enjoy doing. So it lends itself quite well to that. And also, yeah, like you said, the feeling of getting a new skill, the feeling of having worked for like months or sometimes years, one thing, and it finally having paid off in the end, and then you can put it in combination in a routine. It's the best feeling. And like, I don't know if you were struggling to find a word for it because of the different language, or if it's literally just because there is no word for it. It is just an amazing feeling, and it's hard to describe what that is, even as a relatively competent English speaker.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are correct, and that lends itself to the next question, which I did have scheduled. This is the first time I've actually ever scheduled questions because, well, normally I like it just being like a conversation sort of thing.
Yeah.
We've already hit the next question anyway, so that sort of helps. But it was literally just because it gave him a bit more time to prepare. So if you see me looking over this way, it's because my laptop's over here and that's the question, but I don't want to ask him much that I haven't scheduled. So I do apologize about that. But yeah, so obviously you're an Italian gymnast, as you've said. What's it like training with those other Italian gymnasts and, like you said, the coaches as well?
Yeah, the coaches as well, and training with Italian gymnastic for me is very funny because maybe for outsider we look like playful or less serious than other nation, but in a really but for our culture we are in this way. I don't know if you understand, but when I have a goals put we put not also me but other all gymnasts put work and dedication always for achieve this goal.
Yeah. So you work very hard, and that always comes first. But you also have time to, or sort of make time to mess about and actually have some fun with it as well, rather than just work. You do actually have some fun with it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important, because if you're not having fun with it, then it's going to be so much harder to actually get any of the work done. And if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then it's not only like, why are you doing it, but also it's going to be so much harder to force yourself to do it in the first place. So I think having those people around you, like you do with your teammates and I do with mine, like
Yeah,
having
if I can,
well,
my teammate, Tommaso Bruniami,
yes,
or Diego Vazzola and Manuel Bertera is my best friend, because in this sport found someone who understand the importance of the work is very. It's easy because all gymnasts know how it's difficult do the gymnastic, but with the gymnastic it's able to create a very strong friendship for me. For example, my coach is like a big brother, and for me this is a very beautiful thing.
yeah, absolutely. I think having those friendships and having those connections makes it a lot it's just nicer. It's like it's just nice to have, like, nice to have friends that you know will always like support
It,
you and push you forwards in the
yeah, it's
gym.
difficult to explain for the language because English is not my first language and I'm not good. Uh, but also in Italian is difficult to explain this sensation.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, some things just are hard to, like, the feeling that you get when you catch your first Kovac or something. Like that feeling. Like, how do you describe how good that feels? How do you describe?
Yeah, it's too much personally.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. So we've talked a lot about the good bits, but what are some of the biggest challenges that you have in the gym, in competition, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah, my biggest challenge are for sure European, Junior European,
Mm.
World World Champions,
Yeah.
World Championship, and my injury on my worst. The first two is easy to understand why is very challenging because it's a big um, they were a very big competition with the more nation and with a very strong gymnast and the stress the anxiety is very it was very high and I know you know
Yeah. Yeah.
but the injury is a different thing because is a I think maybe the worst period in the gymnastic because I need to stop it my train because I broke my bones on my wrist, the scaphoid, and I needed to put a screw in for assemble and
Mm.
fixed it. Um, and today this recovery is very long because today I have a little pain on my wrist during the Pommels routine or the Braya on the high bar on the Russian giant. I don't know
Right.
if
Yeah.
you know. Okay, and or on the P bars during the control keep. It's I feel a little pain,
Mm.
but with the time I know this pain go away. I hope.
Yeah.
And yeah, for me, injuries is a part of the sport of all sport and is a experience to do for understand how is important the prevention, the caution, and the head.
Yeah. 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 So we'll go a little bit more into detail of the injury first, and then we'll talk about the competitions. So you broke your wrist. What did you actually do that on?
For stress.
Oh, stress response. Right, right.
I
Stress
feel
fracture.
a big pain on the versa, but I think maybe is all inflammation, and
Mm.
I for a few months, 4 months, and I when I go to the control it,
Mm.
uh, my bones is like open and
Mm.
recovered open. and it's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound it. Yeah. So how long did that actually take you to recover from?
I operated on July. I immobilized for 1.5 months,
Right.
and physiotherapy very 1 year, and um, I don't have now all my flexibility. For example, this is my worst. This is the other.
Right now, I can't see that, but that'll be good to look back on. um, but yeah, yeah, that sounds like a really tough injury to sort of like get back from. So when did you start doing anything again after you operated?
No, sorry, repeat.
So when did you start getting into the gym again, like
Ah,
doing anything after you operated? Like when?
yeah, yeah. Sorry.
It's all good.
It's a very difficult part because when I in the gym, for me, to twist is nothing, and come back after the operation to twist is oh, where I am,
Yeah,
and
yeah. That feeling is so scary. You just like you know how to get
ah,
in, you know how to get out, but like it's your brain just goes. It's like
yeah,
you don't know
yeah.
where you are. It's
It's
yeah,
it's crazy. Or for in a Akbar, the Kovac.
oh,
Yeah,
oh my god, I've done it before.
I was very scared because
Yeah,
I don't feel the bounce of the Akbar. I don't feel nothing, and I um, um, leave my hand and ooh, spin.
yeah,
But I'm very lucky because I have good coordination, and I I am able to take very little time my referments.
yeah. Well, to be fair, you get it back a lot quicker than you would have got it in the first place. So when you first learn a skill, it takes a long time to build that up. But when you've had that skill for a long time and then you've lost it because of an injury or whatever, it doesn't take as long to get it back. So it definitely helps having been able to do it before, but it is very scary trying again.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do get that.
is a memory muscle.
Yeah, muscle memory. Yeah, you're right. Cool. Okay, so now that we've gone a bit into the injury side of things, which is not a very pleasant place to go, I will say. Now let's go on to competitions. So you said that they were quite challenging, which makes a lot of sense. Would you say that they were also quite rewarding? I mean, I know that you did really well at Junior Euros. What about your Junior Worlds experience? And just talk us through both of them.
Yeah, my juniors career for me is the I think the best that I should did, and I have three moments for me is the my best moments of my life, and in the gymnastic, and in my life,
Yeah.
in my whole life.
Yeah.
The first one is the team competition on the World Championship, because whole whole gymnast was very competitive, all nation, and for we uh, took this third place is a incredible thing, because we made a few mistakes, but during the other exercise we did a very fantastic competition without any mistake. And when my teams seen the result, is a very incredible, because we knew it was possible, but we knew how much was difficult. And this is the first. The second, always the world championship, for sure, my all-rounder, my all-around. Because until the last one exercise, I was or fourth, or fifth, or third, and when the score went out, third for 0.001. Is, I don't know. It's when I saw that, I don't know how I felt, because it's a too much feeling, too much. I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I
the
mean,
last one, sorry if you.
no, yeah, I'll just quickly go in on that. Yeah, like winning by 0.001, like that's not even like a mistake. That's literally just judges' decisions here and there. Like it's so close, and
Yeah,
winning by that much is like
yeah,
insane.
and this
Absolutely insane.
against the incredible athlete like Baracas, silver
Right, yeah.
medal, and
Being on the same podium as the guy who has
yeah,
now gone on to win the Olympic silver medal on high bar.
yeah, it's incredible for me. Think that.
Yeah.
And the last one is have a place on my heart. The When I won the gold medal on the European on Pomerus,
Yeah.
because Pomerus is my favorite apparatus. I know that is strange. I know.
I don't think it's strange. I don't think it's strange at all. I mean, I know a lot of people that are definitely pommel workers. I don't know if it's their favorite piece, but I would assume so, because that's all they seem to work. But yeah, like everyone's got a favorite piece, and I know that like I despise rings with all my heart, but I know that that's some people's favorite piece, and that's fine. Like it's not an. I guess it is a little bit weird because you've now broken your wrist and you haven't been able to go on pommel for like 6 months or something, which is kind of heartbreaking. But um, but I mean, you're entitled to what you think. It's not weird.
Yeah, but this episode for me is more important, because I was the last one in the qualification, and
Yeah, no, yeah, I saw your qualification routine,
yeah,
and
it's not
I'll
great.
be completely honest. I don't know how you got that dismount counted. I have no idea. But fair enough.
Yeah,
I mean, fair play.
yeah, and I started for the first one on the final, the first one,
Yeah, yeah.
and
First up and final.
my coach said me, you give all you have. You are here for for you, not for Italy, not for me, not for your parents. Is for you, and you need fun, enjoy it. And I start my exercise. I did for me a beautiful exercise, and also for the judge. And I stay first for all this success routines.
Yeah.
And
What was that wait like? Like going up first and then having your score up there and literally just waiting for everyone else to go and staying on top the entire time. How did that feel?
uh, for understand you, I didn't see the other exercise of the other athlete. Uh, I can. Is too much anxious. I do my exercise. Go. I'm
Right.
finished now. It's your turn.
Yeah. Get on, get off, get out there. Just yeah, fair enough. Did you see the scores coming through or anything?
Sorry.
Did you see like the scores coming through or anything? Or did you literally just check out?
No, the score I check it. I think.
Cool.
Yeah.
So when you saw all of the scores coming through and you saw that they were all less than yours,
Yeah.
how did that feel?
It's incredible because they hope to begin big, baby medal. I'm sure I'm bronze medal. Sure, I'm silver medal. Maybe I'm the gold medal. I'm the gold medal. Yeah. And my friend Tommaso Brugnami,
Yes.
the last one exercise on the pommel, he uh, watched it for me because I give my shoulders back, my back on the pommel, and he have in front the pommel, and I said him say me if I'm gold medal, and when the I don't remember, maybe the Ukraine guy finished the exercise, he um, ran to me and hugged me. And I have a photo of this. Is one of my favorite photos.
Yeah, I mean, it should be, honestly. That's incredible. Yeah, that's really cool that you didn't even watch it and you just basically said, just tell me if I've won, and it works out. That's amazing. Yeah. Cool. So that's ticked off that one as well. Sorry, just finding my place. So obviously you also mentioned the fact that you, as a team, Italy got the team bronze in Junior Worlds 2023. What was it like being a part of that team? And obviously Italy has also won a lot of medals on the world stage as well. So in World Champs and like senior stuff as well. So like Europeans, Worlds, all that sort of stuff. What's it like to be a part of that team?
The team to be part of team is very beautiful because it's like a big family, and we have the support of a whole. Maybe anyone I have a person with more feeling than others, but this is not a problem, because if you need a help, I give you a help, because we are team. We are Italy. You don't we aren't the single. We are the Italian gymnastic of the Italian team. And for Italy, the team is very important. Maybe is the part most important. The that individual success,
Yeah.
because the success of team is represent the work of all Italy, not that single one.
Yeah. I mean, you all have individual clubs, I imagine, that you train at
Yeah,
normally.
yeah, yeah.
But when you come together, it's always Team Italy. You're not from, like, it's not as if you're from different clubs. It's as if you're from the same club. You train together all the time, and you're all part of one collective team. That's really nice. That's the
Yeah,
sort of
and
thing. Go on.
if you have the possibility to train assemble, this union is stronger, sure. But for example, Tommaso is in Ancona, me is near Milan, but not every day, but so. He write me, I write you. If you don't do a competition, I ask why, and the same thing for me, and not only with him, but with the more more people.
Yeah, the other members of the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I imagine that's quite nice to sort of keep in contact with all of them and like always sort of stay connected with the rest of the team, because in the end, those are the people you're going to be competing with on the biggest stages. So that's sort of where it matters most.
Yeah, and do a competition with the other person, you realize is a point of force, and your less point. I don't know how to say, but you can learn about the other, something to help you for improve
Yeah.
for
So
improving. Sorry.
yeah. You learn from all of the other gymnasts
Yeah,
to
yeah.
improve yourself. Like if they get a coaching point, for example, you can take that on board as well and use it in your own gymnastics, but also they can also give you points as well based on what they know, because I mean you only know what you know and you don't know what you don't. So learning from other people, learning from what they're doing, how they do certain skills, rather than just a coach's perspective, is also quite helpful.
Yeah, for me this is a very important part of this sport, because the other anyone have something to teach you. Sorry for the my dog.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot about competitions there, and you would catch up with your friends and stuff before, or if they didn't make it to a competition. How do you prepare for those competitions? What do you do to mentally, physically prepare you for them?
Yeah. Physically, my coach makes a program, usually for a week. The first two with the load is very high for doing very a lot of exercise, a lot, and while the second two is for cleaning the routines, for searching the perfection, and this is for a normal competition. Maybe we have more competition. Maybe I have Serie A. After 1 week, I have another competition, for example, Bundesliga
Mm,
or Top 12.
mm,
And this we using a program for I don't know for don't stress too much the physique,
mm.
but I have the best form doing all these competitions,
Sure. Yeah.
and
That's
uh, and mentally uh, I learn to enjoy the run during competition, and for me it's not too difficult uh, now.
mm,
Now, before is another story. Doing the competition,
sure.
I don't want to say that I am good with the mentality, but I am secure during the competition, and for me is maybe the most important thing during competition. You uh, you should be you should be very focused on your routines, and you need to know that this routine you can do and you able to do.
Mm, yeah. I think, well, to go back to your previous point of saying that you're not like perfect like you don't have a perfect mentality. I don't think anyone does. We're all learning. And enjoying competitions, that's something that the national coach Barry Colley mentioned. Said the Great Britain one said that all of the top seniors, they really enjoy actually going out and competing. Like that's because that's the end goal. That's what gets you the scores. That's what gets you like the results that you're working for. If you can train but can't compete, then like you're not a good gymnast because you can't compete when it actually matters. And I think that's quite interesting because, well, I mean, I don't compete all that often, so I'm not as used to it. So I guess the question is, how did you get from like not enjoying it and struggling to where you are now of being able to compete confidently and actually enjoying it?
Yeah, for me, the big one obstacle is the anxiety. Anxiety to do a result. For
Mm,
me, result don't matter. Is after.
sure.
If you go to do a competition, you you should um, try to do your best routine, and you needed no, you must be happy when your routine is good, not for the result. I don't know if you
So
understand.
yeah, you're competing for the enjoyment of the routine, not for the result.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah,
if you think a results, oh no, I need to take a medal because it's too much important. But really, it's not that, because the most important things is you to do a good routine, your best routine
yeah,
in that moment, in that moment.
yeah. Not really thought about it like that. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good point. Yeah, enjoying the process of doing the routines rather than thinking about it as a way of getting a result. It's not just a means to an end. It's a process that you have to enjoy to get to that result. And if you enjoy it, you're more likely to get to the result as well. Interesting. Cool. Um, you also mentioned that you've got a 4 week prep. Now, mine is normally double that. It's normally 8 weeks long. Do you do anything before it to sort of prepare you for it, or like would you already be pretty much fit to do the routines before you start the 4 week prep, or is it just start from then and go?
No. Before this 4 weeks, this week is for the competition. And this means exercise, work on the exercise. Before I try maybe, for example, new element or a new combination, or the part of the power training for the straight on the rings is a part of study part,
Sure.
and is out of the preparation for the competition, because in the competition you don't don't have a time for a new thing. Maybe for me is
Okay.
this.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess in our case it's a little bit more flexible then. So you've got the option to, like, especially in the earlier weeks, to get what you need to do of the program done. So normally it's maybe one routine, normally half routines, just or like 5, 6 skill routines. So you don't do the full 8 skill routine. You just do like 5 or 6 elements of it, normally with the start and the end intact. So you're just sort of starting to build up that endurance. But then if you've done that program, normally you're okay to sort of do what you want afterwards. But then when you hit like the heavy weeks, so doing 2 or 3 routines on each apparatus every other day, which is a lot, you don't really have much time to do anything else. And that normally starts about 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks from the competition. So I guess it's sort of similar in that sense, but we just sort of say that it's an 8 week prep so we can actually make certain that we do all of the stuff that we need to do beforehand, maybe. I'm not sure. Because from what you said, it sounded like you were saying that you do some sort of like routine preparation beforehand. You do combinations, obviously the skills that you're going to do on your routines, maybe even like half routines, but you don't like put it into writing, and you've still got the opportunity to do like new skills and all that sort of stuff in those first 4 weeks as such, if you were doing an 8-week prep. And then in the last 4, it is purely for the competition. Like nothing, like you don't really do anything else.
During the 4 week preparation, don't have time and don't have energy for
Yeah.
new thing.
Cool. So yeah, you said the last 2 weeks are more, well, the first 2 weeks are like, well, you do like loads and loads of routines and just to get the endurance to get all the way through it. And then the second 2 weeks are more for execution. So do you reduce the amount of routines that you're doing? Do you do less routines and then just try and focus on the execution on the last 2?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, perfect. You said that you enjoy the sport and everything, but what motivates you to keep pushing yourself in gymnastics?
It's a good question. For me, the personal satisfaction, because I know now I do something I like it, I love it, and I hope, and these things for me is important because I don't want to do something I don't like it. Today I do something I like it, I'm enjoying it, and the feels during when I learn new element or when I do a new routine is the same that first time, and this for me is very important because I see other gymnasts do a new element. I won't try. Maybe I able to do this, and I try to do. Maybe I can't, but if can, I won't try to do that, and is a like a level up. Level up, you achieve this point. Now other order think you you can't go over. I don't know if for you is the same, but this is for me is I don't know if say ego, but maybe I like is my ego to do always my best.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got a bit of an ego. Like it
Yeah,
is what it is.
ego is good.
Yeah. Like as long as it's not like too big, you're all right. You're fine. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Like continually learning new things, learning from other people, trying new things, trying new skills. It is fun, and that's what it should be. And if you're enjoying it and you keep enjoying it, then I guess that is a pretty good motivator.
Yeah.
Cool. So what are you doing now to prepare for the next cycle? So the next 4 years, whatever.
The next cycle is I don't know if is a good code because there are a lot of things I don't like them. For example, the equilibrium on one leg. I don't
Yes. Yeah.
understand the sense because
Yeah.
for
I
for
didn't
me
need to
is
mention it this time.
Yeah, is a pause in inside an exercise useless for me. Don't elegant. Is not isn't elegant,
Yeah, what
but
I don't understand why they've included the one leg balance. I really don't, but
yeah, or they turn on the handstand on the P bars. I don't understand
I've had mixed opinions about that. So
because if you do a omna, why I can't do a diagonal?
yeah,
Why?
no, yeah, I do get that. It affects some people more than others. To be fair, it affects me quite a bit actually, because I do Honma. I'm trying to do giant makuts and makuts,
Yeah,
and I think there's
all turn.
one more. Yeah, I'm eventually going to be going for one bar Healy as well, and none of those I can do like together, so I can't. So that means I'm doing 4 pirouettes in my routine that I can't get rid of,
Yeah,
and it is repetitive. It is quite annoying to have to do it. I do see where they're coming from. They're trying to make it flow a bit better. They're trying to make sure you're not in handstand for too long and you don't have to swing up to handstand, hold for 2 seconds, and then come back down. But you can be annoyed by it still.
yeah. And but for now, I try to do clean exercise, but with a good difficult. For for example, I put on the rings the swing to planche and rondinelle maltese for the new exigent.
Yes,
So
yeah,
for
yeah.
and
So yeah, back up to straight planche, lower to
and
Maltese. That gets you the 2Ds, and you hit both of the element groups with Ds, so you get the full
yeah,
requirement. I do
and
not, but
I try to put the dismouth. For example, high bar. I want do the triple. No, not triple. Sorry,
triple
triple twist.
triple twist. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
F. Cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Triple
yeah.
twisting double straight. That is.
Yeah, is a triple is not my thing.
Yeah. I mean, like
I prefer twisting
fair,
to
fair. Like somersaulting, or
yeah, yeah,
somersaulting loads. Yeah, I know some people that are preferring to do like the triple backs and the triple pikes and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know what I prefer because I struggle to get the triple twist round. I've tried it. It's like I basically twist into the pit when I've tried it, which isn't a great thing to do when you're trying to land on hard. Because if you're twisting when you're landing, you're going to cause all sorts of problems: ankles, backs, knees, everything will go.
yeah,
But then at the same time, I don't know if I have the rotation and height to be able to do triple back or triple pike
yeah,
or what. I don't even know who's trying to do it,
yeah.
but the double twisting triple back, like I've got no words for that. I don't know
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
going to be trying that at
It's
the end of a routine, and I don't know how much
it's
it's going to be worth.
yeah.
But
For the triple twist, the part most difficult is because it's at this mouth is at the finish of the exercise because when you are fresh, I can open it. I finish the twist very high. It's not easy, but it's okay. After one routines is not the same things because your brain is stressed, your physique is more stressed, and is difficult. And other things I don't like it in the new code. For example, is the
stick bonus, right?
stick
You
bonus.
you don't like that.
No, yeah, I don't like it. I don't know why they put it, because if you give advantage for the people um, that do incredible this month, why you need to put other bonus on the this month? I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like, if you're
Yeah,
going to, it,
if you do a F, you take 1.2. If you do a E, you take 1. But if you
1.0,
stick it, you
1.1.
plus 1.
Yes. And I've thought about this quite a bit. If you do an F and take a 1/10 step, and then you do an versus an E and you stick it, they end up being the same. So realistically, if you do an F and don't stick it, you cannot exceed what a person doing an E who does stick it would get. And it is, I don't know. It's interesting because I don't know what they're incentivizing at this point. I don't know what they want from us. Like, I guess they want us to do the biggest dismount and stick it, but like, there's no way to guarantee that. So, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to throw a bone to the people who are stuck doing the lesser dismounts, but can stick it more consistently. I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, and other point about this is very impossible thing. But if you do a perfect exercise, zero penalties, and you stack it, your score will be more high than your start.
Technically, it adds it to the start value, so it wouldn't. But I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah. But basically, if you have, for example, a 5.5 on an apparatus and you stick the dismount, technically it would go up to a 5.6. So if that routine was absolutely perfect and you scored 10, it would technically be a 5.6 start, 10 execution, 15.6, which again, never going to happen in anything to do with gymnastics because you will never get a 10 again. Like, unless you do a really hard routine, unless you have like a 2.0 start, lose 2 marks, and you get 10, that's possible. But yeah, like 10 execution, it just isn't happening. So I think that point is a little bit, I guess, not relevant because it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you mean. But technically it adds it to the start value. Even though you're not increasing the difficulty at all, it's an execution thing. I don't know. I don't know why. I guess they've done it in like NCAA gymnastics, like they've done it in like American college gymnastics. So that might be where it's started because they do have a stick bonus there. But they've also done it on the past code rather than this code. So I really don't know. Honestly, Ricky, I really do not know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, who can really say what FIG want us to do? Like, you just have to interpret the code how you see fit and make a judgment and do what's best for you.
Yeah, we will see. Maybe change something after the first competition for fixed something. I don't know. I
Yeah.
hope.
I really hope they get rid of the one leg balance. That's the one thing I want them to get rid of. Because having done it in multiple routines now, like as in the competition preparation, it's so annoying. Having to do that, it's so annoying. Like,
Yeah.
because it just pushes me over the time limit. It just pushes me over 70 seconds. Like, I can't fit everything into the one routine. It's not like I've got a long routine, and I'm still struggling to fit it in. Like I have to do one tumble, immediately next tumble, immediately next tumble. Like it's too fast. Like you have to do it too fast to accommodate for the one leg balance.
Is the next year the routines um, has Shirai routines during 2017. You never seen?
I'm not sure what you're on about. No.
Run no, not balance, but run very very. He did triple triple, very very fast. It's incredible. Don't breath and anything.
Oh right,
And
yeah. As in, he just went one tumble, immediate next tumble, immediate
yeah,
next
yeah,
tumble,
yeah.
immediate next
And
tumble, immediate next.
next exercise for me has like that.
I think it's going to be like that for everyone. Like if you've got 5 tumbles, which is pretty standard, some people will have 6. But like if you have 5 tumbles, it's going to be hard to fit it in. If you've got 6 tumbles, it's going to be damn near impossible. I don't know how people are going to do it. Honestly, no idea. Like having actually experienced it now, like I was doing a practice routine, like on the actual floor. Like it was just very basic tumbles, like straight back instead of a double double. Like it was very, very little. And I literally had to like run immediately after I'd landed the first tumble. Like I don't know how, like in order to fit it in, and I was like just barely fitting it in. I don't know, mate.
It's a mystery.
It is a mystery. It is a mystery what they want from us. Because they've reduced the time that we've got, so they've gone from 75 seconds back, like down to 70. But then they've also added this thing that will take probably another 5 seconds of time.
Yeah.
Yes, they've reduced the amount of skills that you need, which will probably take out 1 or 2 tumbles, depending on who you are. Normally it would be 1 because you take out like a group 1 or a group 1 and then a tumble. But yeah, they just, I don't know. I've said that a lot this time. I've said that a lot. But I don't. I don't know what they want from us. Other than very tired gymnasts, probably. I mean, that's probably what, like, at the end of a routine, I think they just want us to be completely done. Like,
Yeah.
they want us to do the biggest dismount,
For sure.
the biggest skills in the routines. Like, yeah, they're making us do less skills, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, rant over. What? Okay, let me just. Have you had any role models in gymnastics? So it's either Italy or internationally.
I have 2 principal models. The first one is Italian, and the
Yep.
second is Japanese.
Sure.
Japanese.
Japanese
I'm
are
sure
always
you know who is.
Japanese are always a good nation to look to for gymnastics. They always
Yeah.
are.
The Japanese is the unique Kohei Uchimura. His gymnastic for me is goals to achieve, and is doing his competition is very crazy. All apparatus, all competitive apparatus is for me the goat.
Yeah.
For me the goat, and while in the other model for me is Italian and is for it's for his style and is Nicola Bartolini. His style
Yes.
is
Yeah.
unique and for me is great. Is the for me more elegant gymnast during routines floor. You feel how He's elegant. For me, elegant. The elegant on the routine is a fundamental of the gymnastic, because the gymnastic must be beautiful to see.
Mm.
And for me, the style of Nicola is awesome.
I mean, in all fairness, the sport is meant to be aesthetically pleasing. That is the point of it. Like, you're meant to execute these big skills well. You're meant to make it look effortless. That's the point of the sport. So if you can have that sort of elegance and beauty in your gymnastics, then you're already in the right direction.
Yeah, yeah. For me, the high want his part, we say in Italy. And the the gymnastic is a very beautiful sport, and yeah, it's incredible when you see a power gymnast. But for me, the elegance is more impressive, because you see someone do something very difficult, but like without effort.
Yeah.
Like Uchimura,
Yeah.
his vault, not to make a sense, is don't run but walk and triple twist or two and
Yeah.
a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, he jogs into it. He does. He just takes a leisurely stroll and then does a triple twist. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's sort of like what Jake Jarman does with
yeah,
his vault.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
jogs into it, yet does the
yeah.
biggest vault in the world.
His flora is incredible. I like it very much, like a gymnast, and he's a Shirai. I don't remember the number. Triple strength with a free twist. I don't remember the name
Oh,
of the code.
well,
Shirai 1, 2, 3. I don't remember.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
when he do that. I think it's easy. I can do. I can do.
why don't
Me
I give that
too.
a go?
And try. Boom.
Yeah. Yeah, like, even thinking about like doing double straight with any amount of twist, yet let alone triple twist, is like beyond comprehension. Yet they make it look so effortless.
Yeah, I tried to do not straight, and it's very difficult. And I don't know how how he do to put so much rotation and so much agnost in this jump, because it's incredible. It's
It really is.
incredible.
Yeah,
Not make a sense.
yeah. No, yeah. In my head, it doesn't make sense either. Like, you're not alone on that at all. It's a mystery. It's a
Yeah.
mystery.
For sure, the talent is a part, but I don't think is the only thing, because I'm sure is a very hard worker, and yeah, because maybe almost the time you see someone and we say, yeah, but he have a talent, I can't, but for me is not, because if you think but worst, if you say this, for me is a disrespectful for these people, because yes, have a talent, but they grow up this talent.
Yeah, they. Yeah, it. I do get what you're saying. Like, you're disrespecting them in the sense that you're saying that they can do it just because they were born like that. Yet
Yeah.
It took so much hard work and dedication to that specific skill and the basics and building their way up to getting to that point, that it's not just talent. Yes, that's part of it. Yes, it's, you have to lend yourself to like the types of skills that you are best at, but that doesn't discount the fact that they've been able to achieve such an incredible skill. That doesn't discount the fact that they've achieved what they have, because they've worked damn hard. And there are 8 billion people in the world, and they are the one to make it look as good as they do. There are countless people that will be able, like, will have the physical capability and the talent to do it, but they just will never do it.
Yeah.
So
I'm
yeah,
completely accord with you.
yeah. So what sort of life lessons has gymnastics taught you? So yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
The sport teach for me very important lesson, like the organization, the responsibility, and for me the most important is respect. Respect, not only for the other people, but for the location, for the things, because in this sport all gymnasts I met, anyone have a respect of the others. Anyone, all nation, very respect. No, nobody like I like the UFC, but during before the match, the spit on the face, the other, the wordless. I don't like it because you are both athletes and don't make a sense this thing. For me, the respect is the lesson more important. And because if you give you a respect, I want you give a respect to me. And for me, this is essentially not only in the sport, but in the life. And for me, this is lesson is the most important and the only one I need to learn. Everyone is must learn the respect for the other and the other things for all.
I mean, from what I've experienced so far in gymnastics, most people are respectful, and it is quite a good sort of community that we have. But yes, there'll always be a few people that just don't cooperate, and that is always a bit annoying to see, I suppose. But yeah, you are right. Respect is a huge thing. And now, two more questions. One is actually about you. Looking back on what you've done so far, what are you most proud of? So you had your 3 big achievements. Is there any one that you could pick out? And what goals do you still have for the future? What's the big goal for you in the next cycle, 2 cycles, whatever it
Yeah,
ends
yeah.
up being?
For now, my biggest my biggest goals my biggest goal is the all around of world championship. Yeah, for sure. This is the the point I guessed in my junior careers, and the my goals now is the same when I was child, the Olympic Games. Yeah, this is a one goals, but for me is more important. Yes, maybe is expected. Yeah, it's normal. Only every athlete want to go to the Olympics, but it's my dream, and I work for achieve that.
Yep. Very nice. Cool. So, yeah, I think getting that junior world's all around medal is incredible, and you've done incredibly well to achieve that. So that's completely fair. And yeah, Olympics is the biggest competition in the world. So, I mean, yeah, it's every athlete's dream. I think. Well, other than maybe footballers because they're different.
Yeah, maybe for the football is World Cup
Yeah,
or Champions League.
yeah. Normally, it's the biggest competition of your sport that you hope to get to because that's, I mean, yeah, that is the big goal. And getting a medal or even just being in the team is an honour. Now that you've been on the podcast, I hope you have enjoyed. Who would you recommend I speak to next? Who would you like to hear from on the podcast? I don't care if you don't actually listen, just who would you want to hear from if you were a listener?
Yeah, for me, a person perfect for this podcast is Ars Federici because he know very well the language and have a lot of experience, very interesting.
Cool.
And for me, is a good choice.
Cool. Well, you send me that because I don't think I would get his name correct. So I'll work on it. If you can connect us, that would be good. And thank you for coming on. I hope you've enjoyed your time on here.
Thank you. I'm very happy for this opportunity for try my English.
Yeah, I think you've done very well. I think you've
Yeah, I know
you've
it's a
understood
lie,
every question
but
I've
it's okay.
yeah. You've understood every question I've asked, so I think you've done very well.
I hope to be clear in my mood, in my explanation, and
I mean, worst comes to worst, they can always rewind it and just listen again. It's fine.
okay.
They're on a digital media. It's not like it's live.
Thank you, and nothing. I'm very happy.
Cool. Well, thank you for listening to the Game of Gymnastics podcast. I will catch you in the next one. Thank you, Ricky, for coming on, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
See you.